All right, it's a new year. That means maybe you're looking at shedding a few pounds. Because I want to show you how I went from this to this in about 6 months. So overall it was a 45-pound weight loss. And I wanted to share a few tips, some tricks, how I actually stayed consistent. I find there's a lot on the internet, a lot of people telling you, here's what you should be doing, here's how you do it. And if you're anything like me, I just found it a bit overwhelming, trying to get information from everywhere, using it for your own goals. You know, everyone's unique. What I do isn't going to necessarily work for you, but hopefully it'll help you stay on track. Hopefully it'll just give you a different look and different perspective on it. First off, I need to just say that I'm not a professional. I'm not a qualified personal trainer, nutritionist, anything like that. I'm just a normal guy who was sick of being a bit fat. And I lost 45 pounds, I said. I just want to share how I actually stuck to a plan, how I stayed motivated, and how that just made me succeed, because I was, again, as I said, I was sick of being fat. First things first, it's your goal. It's no one else's goal. No one can really motivate you. No one can really do it for you. Like no one can do it for you. It's your goal, and you have to realize that it is your goal. You can have your friends, your family, a coach, anyone motivate you, but it's up to you, and it's all down to you, and you need to find a way to stick with your goals. You need to find a way that that helps you, because at the end of the day, this is, if you're anything like me, I was completely overwhelmed. I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. I didn't share my kind of fitness journey. I didn't actually tell people that I was losing weight, and I didn't put it up anywhere, because, as I said, it's your journey, and it was my journey. It's stressful enough stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something you haven't done before. And I needed just to focus on myself, and I didn't want pressures from other people on the internet, you know, even friends and family. I didn't want pressure from them. And, you know, because if I failed, then I would have felt like I failed everyone else. But not telling anyone really kind of just helped me stick to my goal, because, as I said, it was my pressure. But you really need to own it. You really need to make it your goal. And that's why I'm trying to make this video, to hopefully shed a new light on it, and just stuff as a complete beginner with no real gym experience, no nutrition experience, no routine experience really. Touching on routine, obviously, as I said, the big thing is that it's a whole new routine. It's a whole new thing to do. And I never had to do anything like that before. Obviously I had a routine of get up, go to work, shower, maybe shower before work would be ideal, but you know, get up, shower, go to work, do your day, come home. And that's a routine. So now I needed to find how I could fit, not only just like eating right, but how I could fit eating right, training, and like everything else in between into my standard day. You know, obviously I don't have kids, so that made it a bit easier. And obviously if you're a person with children, it's probably gonna be a bit more difficult. But as I said previously, you need to own it, you need to make it your goal, and you need to find what works for you. For me, that was actually getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which I'd never really get up that early, but yeah, get up at 6 o'clock, go to the gym, and that means that's an hour at the gym. It's done for the day. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to think about it. And that helped for me. And then, you know, straight after gym, I go into work. I go for a walk on my lunch. I go for a walk when I finish the day. And I even have, like a big one now is I have an exercise bike at home, so I can do my cardio at home. And that just meant that there's no excuses for me. I was able to fit it into my existing routine without really altering my life too much, because I think that's the big thing starting this, is that it is big, it is a lot, because you know, you are essentially changing how you live for the better, but you're still changing how you live, and you need to find a way to adapt that into your current life. It also means then you've no excuses. It's in your life, it's in a routine. Leave it at that. I've already touched on it, but my next point is then leading on to getting rid of excuses. As I said, for me, finding a routine that works for me is getting rid of a huge excuse. I have all my meals prepped for the week. Well, for 2 days really, because I like freshness. And I don't like eating 3-day-old chicken. That doesn't agree with me too well. But yeah, it's fine. It's getting rid of any excuse. So as I said, for me, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, it just meant I get up an hour early. It's not a big deal. Get up an hour early, go to the gym, get it done. It's done for the day. Have a good workout, and it's done. I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to try fit it in during the day. I don't need to take away from time in the evening with my family. I can just then focus on the day. The day that I cannot get steps in, I live in Ireland, it's gonna rain, it's gonna be cold, I don't really want to walk in the rain. So I have an exercise bike, I do half an hour on a day if I want to. It's a bit too much really. I'll even do it in blocks. I'll do 10 minutes here, 10 minutes in the afternoon, you know, maybe after my lunch if I have 10 minutes left before start back work, and in the evening, and it's done. And I said, it's 10 minutes. You know, there's no excuse to say you don't have time. It's 10 minutes. I guarantee you're going to scroll on your phone. Go on your bike and scroll on the phone. Especially now being January, you're going to find them secondhand. You're going to find them reduced. Just get one. I think €100, $100, £100, whatever. And even a big one for me was a gym that's actually convenient. Where I am, there's not too many gyms, but thankfully the gym that I go to, it's 24-hour and it's just beside my house. I can walk, which I'm going to do later today. I'm going to walk to the gym. It's no issue. There's no excuse for me not to go, even if it's bad weather, because I can drive to the gym. It's not too far. You know, some people will spend, you know, half an hour driving to the gym. It's like, you're already tired. You're not going to want to go, especially, as I said, fitting it into your life. Get rid of those excuses. Find a gym that's local, that's more convenient to you. And that will just make it so much easier to stick to. So a lot of people always mention steps are king. And that's true. And yes, that is Vincent Van Pikachu behind me. Steps are king. Get your steps in. You know, again, it all goes back to getting into your routine, making no excuses. Get your steps in. Getting your 10,000 steps in is actually easier than you kind of think. An hour to an hour and a half will actually get you, say, 10,000 steps. 8 to 10,000 steps is kind of all you need. Obviously, if you're trying to lose weight, more is better. But I'd say aim for your 10,000 steps a day. And as I said, I live in Ireland. It's going to be raining some days, so I don't really want to, or maybe I might not even be able to get my steps in, because no one wants to walk in the rain. Who wants to walk in the rain? My dog doesn't even want to walk in the rain. So having equipment in the house, like an exercise bike, a little under desk treadmill, they'll all help. It's just another tool to help you with your weight loss. And again, it's getting it into a routine. It's getting it into your life. I think, to be honest, that is the big thing that's going to help you stick with your goal, is getting everything to fit into your life so there are no excuses, so that it just becomes part of your life, and it makes it so much more easier. It also makes it enjoyable, to be honest. It makes it really, really enjoyable. Obviously, a big part of losing weight, it's not just getting your steps in, getting your cardio in, or going to the gym. They're second to diet. Diet is the biggest thing. As I said, I'm not a nutritionist, so don't expect me to be giving you mad advice when it comes to nutrition or diet, because I'm not qualified. But getting creative in the kitchen, it's key to losing weight. It's also key to enjoying it, because if you have shitty food, if you're just going to be eating chicken, broccoli and rice, you're going to get so bored of it. Give it 2 or 3 days, you're going to get bored of it. So get creative. Google recipes, look at fitness influencers, other YouTubers, and find recipes that work for you. Again, for me, and it goes back into routine, keeping it consistent. Even to this day, nearly a year on, I've had the same breakfast and nearly the same lunch every day, and I'm not sick of it. And it's literally weight loss / bodybuilding 101. It's protein oats. Believe it or not, it's protein oats. And further down the line, I probably will do a few recipe stuff just to kind of help, because there's a lot you can do with just simple oats. Finding food that works for you, again, finding food that's convenient, that you like, that you enjoy. I think everything here goes hand in hand. That's how I kind of adapted to it and kind of became successful in losing weight. It's a weird way to put it, but it is. It's a success or a fail. And if you aren't set up for the success, you're going to fail. I think I said that really arseways, but getting creative in the kitchen and not just the bedroom is a big thing. I'm extremely creative in the bedroom and the bathroom if needed, but the kitchen is where I had to really research. It's just finding ways to enjoy food, and because food is technically the enemy. It's the reason why you need to lose weight, but it's also key to losing weight. So on top of everything, the one thing that helped me was getting a trainer. And I'm not saying that to plug my coach or whatever. I mean that in a sincere way. There's so many people on the internet that give, well, kind of like me now, but that give advice in the sense of, here's, maybe the workout split you should do. Here's the actual nutrition you should be doing. Here's, the number of carbs, the number of protein, the number of calories you should be getting in. I started kind of doing a few weeks of my own kind of research looking into it. And I got so lost. I got so confused. But also for me, I actually had a weird fear with gyms. And it was the case of, I think it's the stereotypical, everyone's looking at me and I don't know what I'm doing. No one was looking at me. But the big one for me is that I didn't know what I was doing. And that's in the sense of, I didn't know what exercise to do. I didn't know what exercises were. I didn't know the correct form, and I just didn't know what I was doing. Out of everything, every bit of advice I can give you, getting a trainer, getting a coach, even if it's an online coach, just helped me. For me, I needed to get a gym with a trainer. Maybe a lot of you are like me and you learn by seeing and doing. And having someone there saying, here's how you do it, here's how you're doing it wrong, and here's doing it correctly, that helped me so much. That helped straight away. That helped get rid of the fear, get rid of the anxiety of people looking at me. But also like the fear of maybe me hurting myself, even like the fear of putting all this work and effort into it and not seeing any results. And I think doing exercises correctly, with the correct form, is going to help you see crazy results more than just kind of figuring it out. I know a lot of people are fine with just figuring it out, and if that's you, power to you. I can't. I need to be shown. I really do need to be shown. All the advice I gave you, they're going to give you actual advice and tailored stuff to you. These kind of like sign up for my online program and they just send you like a generic set list or set nutrition list. They're not going to help you really. Maybe for some people they do work and they do see success. Everyone is different. Every single one of you watching this, whether it's 5 of you, 5,000, whatever, maybe 5 is probably more reasonable. But if it's only 5 of you, you 5 may be completely different to each other, and what works for me will probably not work for you. Yes, the core basics of calories in, calories out, getting your nutrition in, that's kind of the same for everyone. Everything works together, and for me, having a trainer just helped everything come together a lot more. And lastly, very, very last, enjoy. Simply enjoy it. It is a long, it is a hard, it is tiring. Sounds like my wife, really does. But it is. It's a long, tiring, hard process. And yeah, you are going to be hungry. But each tummy rumble is a calorie burnt. That is not true at all, but that's the way I like to think of it. A rumbling tummy is burning fat. Simple way of putting it. Enjoy this new life that you're building for yourself. We all have to start somewhere. We're all on the same journey. We're all trying to lose weight and better our lives. It doesn't matter if I'll use freedom numbers for this. It doesn't matter if you're 300 pounds or 200 pounds or 150 pounds. I don't even know what 150 pounds in kilos is because we use kilos. It doesn't matter. We all need to start. We're all starting from the same slate. We don't know where we're starting. That's where we're starting. That's a lot of startings. I need to stop saying that now. So you need to enjoy it. You need to enjoy the journey, embrace the change, and I think that'll just make everything so much easier. This is where I'm gonna wrap up the video. I'm trying to move around to break up scenery really. Hopefully it's gonna help you stick to your weight loss journey. Hopefully it's just going to help you give a different perspective on it and try enjoy it. Maybe just if you take away anything at all from this video, that's all that matters. If it's helped you, if it's going to help you stick to your journey, then happy days. I hope all of you enjoyed. And yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them below. And I will catch you all in the next video.